Let me ask you something real quick. Do you know someone struggling to afford housing right now? A coworker, a cousin, a neighbor? Maybe you. You are not alone, not even close. 486,000 Americans are living in RVs full-time right now. That number doubled in just 4 years. A third of them have children. Most earn under $75,000 a year. Here's what I need you to hear first. These are not people who gave up. These are teachers, nurses, veterans, workers, people doing everything right in an economy that moved on them. This video is not about blame. It is about the playbook, the real one. No gatekeeping. Drop a comment right now. Tell me your city and your rent. Let us see this together as a community. Stay with me. This one matters. Here is the real picture. Fast. The average home costs $407,600. Mortgage payments are up 96% since 2020, 96% in 5 years. There is a shortage of 7.3 million affordable rental homes, not a few thousand. 7.3 million. There is no state where minimum wage covers rent, not one. At minimum wage, you need 86 hours a week for a one-bedroom. 76% of Americans say cost of living is their top concern. This is the majority experience, not the fringe. Here is the number nobody talks about enough. When rent rises by just $100, homelessness rises 9%. $100. This crisis is not staying at the margins. It is moving toward the middle class, fast. Smart money watches where things go before the crowd figures it out. That is exactly why we are here today. Now let me show you who is actually living through this. The picture surprises most people. 40 to 60% of homeless Americans have a job. They go to work, they get a paycheck, they still cannot afford a roof. In Silicon Valley, rows of RVs sit outside Apple and Google. Those people employed every single day. In Los Angeles, average rent is $2,900 a month. A $60,000 salary leaves $1,600 after rent for everything. Groceries, gas, medicine, kids, all of it. Now here's what I want you to do right now. Pull up your numbers. Write down your take-home pay. Write down your rent or mortgage. If housing is above 30% of your income, cost burdened. Half of all American renters are right there with you. Knowing your number is step one. Always, people across this community are figuring this out together every single day. That is what gives me energy. That is why this channel exists. Here is the part nobody is saying loudly enough. The people in RVs are not lazy, not irresponsible. They are working in the same economy you are. Since 1980, wages fell 26% behind rent. 26%. That gap was not built by personal choices. It was built over decades of policy that favored the top. Developers built 608,000 new apartments in 2024, record number, most of it luxury, built for people already housed. The supply came, just not for the right people. A quarter of Americans now use credit cards for routine bills. Buy now, pay later, once for gadgets, is now used for groceries. That is the reality. No filter on it. But here's what I need you to hear. People are fighting back, building back every single day. That story deserves to be told. Pause right now and share this video for the YouTube algorithm. The more people see this, the more people get the help they need. Share it so others can see and learn. Now here is the part most people miss completely. Everyone sees a housing crisis. Smart money sees the most overlooked opportunity in a generation. Think about it differently for a second. When 486,000 people live in RVs, they need services, RV parks, mobile repair, storage, affordable housing development, property management for the landlords who will rent to this market. These are what I call boring businesses. Nobody wants them until they see the numbers. A laundromat in a cost-burdened neighborhood runs 24/7, cash-based, recession-resistant, low competition. A car wash near a vehicle-dwelling community, same thing. These are not glamorous. They are profitable. The housing crisis created a demand spike for unglamorous services, and most people are too busy looking up to see what is right in front of them. You do not need to be a tech founder to build wealth. You need to find what is boring, overlooked, and needed. That is the contrarian playbook. and it works in every economic cycle, including this one. All right, this chapter is for everyone in the fight right now. No shame here, none. This is the playbook. 6 moves. Start today, not eventually. Today. 1. Call or text 211 right now. Free. National hotline, housing help, food banks, rental assistance specific to your zip code. Takes 5 minutes. Do it. 2. Apply for every rental assistance program available. Billions in emergency rental assistance funds exist right now. Most eligible people never apply. They do not know it exists. Go to HUD.gov. Apply for everything. Worst answer is no. 3. Know your legal rights as a vehicle dweller. Legal protections exist in many states. Know yours. The National Homelessness Law Center publishes free state guides. Knowledge is your first protection, and it is completely free. 4. Protect your job and your vehicle first. Your income is your foundation. Your vehicle is your lifeline. Maintenance is not optional. It is survival infrastructure. 5. Use every food resource. No shame in that, none. Food banks, SNAP, WITS, school meals, all of it. Every dollar saved on food moves you closer to a deposit. That is not weakness, that is strategy. 6. Start a $50 a week deposit fund today. $50 a week is $2,600 in a year. Real security deposit in most markets. Label it housing. Add to it every week without exception. A number and a plan. That is the path. You have both now. Here is something the data proves quietly. This is not just a housing crisis. It is a wages story wearing a housing crisis's face. Since 1980, wages fell 26% behind inflation. That is the missing half of every housing conversation. But here is the real good news. From 2021 to 2023, wages at the bottom grew faster than the top. That reversed 1/3 of the inequality built since the 1970s. It happened because workers had options. Employers had to compete. That is not theory. That is proof the math can change. The people who come out of hard economic periods stronger are not the ones who had the most money. They are the ones with the best information and the sharpest playbook. That is what this channel builds, week by week. Subscribe right now so you never miss a brief. Bring 2 people with you, someone who needs this. That is how this community grows. Here is where we land. 771,000 Americans homeless tonight, 486,000 living in RVs, nearly double from 4 years ago. 7.3 million affordable homes short. Wages 26% behind rent since 1980. 76% of Americans say cost of living is their top concern. None of this happened because of who these families are. It happened because of what the market became. But markets change. People adapt. Playbooks work. The people coming out of this stronger are not the lucky ones. They are the informed ones, the contrarian ones, the ones who saw the opportunity everyone else called a crisis. That is you right now. You watched, you learned, you have the playbook. So I am asking you directly, what is your next move? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe for the full picture every single week. Share this with someone who needs it today, not for the algorithm, for the person 1 month from this reality. We are better together. I am the Hibernating Bear, giving a nonpartisan perspective. Position accordingly. Meet you at the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.